After I lost my sight, I really never thought I'd do art again. But a few years, an old friend from elementary and high school, she asked me if she could help me learn how to do art again with textures. My very first painting as a blind artist was a very special memory. When I was probably 6 years old, remembering how my dad and my brother would go down to the old Daphne Mayday Pier, and my dad and my brother would throw cast nets. I couldn't throw the net at that time, but I would be the one sitting on the pier with the sack ready to get the mullet as soon as they were caught so they wouldn't jump back in the water. Hello, I'm Ricky Trione. I'm a local artist here in Fairhope, Alabama. I grew up on the eastern shore of Mobile Bay, born here in Fairhope, and then lived my early life in Daphne, close to Mobile Bay. I grew up loving to fish and go crabbing and shrimping and swimming. So people know me around here as a sea life artist. That's the main subject matter that I tend to love to draw. When I was growing up and I was able to see, I did only black and white. I just did pen and ink. I was a very detailed pen and ink artist. I just kind of took color for granted and never used paints or colors or anything. Eventually, I had been learning, I learned that I could feel different objects and draw them. When I go to schools around the area or all over the state of Alabama, teachers know that they can give me a mystery item and the children don't tell me what it is, and I'll feel it and then I'll tell them what it is and then I draw it for them. So getting to draw new things is always a challenge for me. In my paintings that I do, I see colors in my mind, and I can't see it with my eyes, but I can visualize it with my mind's eye. And kind of see what the colors are, because since most of my life I could see colors, so I can, even my wife, we can be at on the beach at a beautiful sunset and my wife can describe everything to me and I can see it in my mind just the way she describes it to me. I see all the colors in my mind. And then also I've done things from scriptures. There's special scriptures that have been my favorite scriptures, like the one where Jesus and the disciples are on the Sea of Galilee and a storm comes up and Jesus is sleeping and the disciples are all scared to death that he's not going to do anything to help them. And then he gets up and says, "Peace, be still," and all of a sudden the sea is calmed. Well, I always wanted to paint that, and so I painted it with the sea actually calm, like Jesus is standing up with his arms and hands kind of up in the air, and peace be still, and everything's calm. But I've had other people tell me the ones that they see on the internet are always the sea's very rough. It's really rough at the time. So mine is kind of unusual because the sea is calm, like Jesus said it, and all of a sudden it's calm. So it's just an image of my mind. It's really amazing when I do art that really comes from a special memory from my heart, that it can touch other people's hearts too.